A daily dose of 100% goodness, because you can, and it's never been easier thanks to KRUSH 100% fruit juice. Now, in observance of World Hypertension Day today, we're inspiring you with 100% refreshing ways, 100% refreshing ways to really take better care of your health with KRUSH. Counting as one of your 5 a day, and we've got Dr. Michele Vanzaghi joining us here on the show this morning to show us a refreshing way to include more plant-based ingredients into your diet so that you can keep your meals 100% for your health. Doc, I love everything we've talked about today. Hypertension, big issue, silent killer, but we know that food really is, at the ultimate, the best medicine, right? That's where it starts, right? We can avoid a lot.
I think it's the best place to start, you know, like it's part of our lives. And I think understanding where nutrients come from and how to manage these silent killers, like you said, is the most important thing. So we have a really nice recipe here this morning.
It looks really good. The colors already have got my full attention. In fact, I'm pouring you a glass because, I mean, you've earned it and you haven't even started working yet.
And it's going to go in there. So, you know, we always say pair what you drink with what you eat.
Oh, listen to that. Love it. Okay, so let's go. What have we got?
Cool. So let me just explain the ingredients. I think this is probably the one that the most people are not too completely certain about.
Yeah.
So these are rice noodles. There's different variants. Some people call it vermicelli.
Okay.
But essentially it's rice flour that's been made into a noodle, and it's a really healthy, lower carbohydrate sort of alternative to, say, spaghetti or pasta or normal egg noodles. So it really bulks up a meal, it gives it nice body, and it's a really beautiful absorbent to flavor, which is what we want to do today.
Good base, yeah.
Yeah, so we're making a nice rice noodle salad, so I'm going to start with this as our base. And then we have some really fresh, beautiful vegetables here. We have carrots that we've julienned. If you don't want to take the effort to do this, you can buy them julienned. Otherwise, you just use a peeler that has that function.
Because that was going to be my next question, is how on earth do you get them with that precision? I mean, it looks good. I think if you were hosting and you really wanted to create an impression, a visual experience, that would be perfect.
Yeah, and with the noodles, you know, you kind of want to reciprocate a nice, easy way to eat it, and these go in nicely with the noodle. So you can buy a peeler that has the function, or you can buy them julienned, or you can do it with a knife if you really want to.
Great, I like that.
That goes in there. And then we have some red bell pepper, also really nice and sweet and seasonal at the moment. Also just cut into nice strips, easy to do that. That goes in there too.
Right.
And then this is one of my favorite things to do. I think if you have nice cucumbers at home, long cucumbers, just use a peeler and you just shave off segments like this.
Okay.
And it's such a nice way to serve it. I think usually we just chop it into chunks. This adds a whole new dynamic to the cucumbers.
It's prettier, right? It's prettier, and I think it does. You're right. You are leveling up as soon as you start doing stuff like that.
Absolutely.
In fact, while the doc is going through all of these ingredients that we are serving up this morning, please maybe go on our site as well, expressoshow.com, because that's where you will find the recipe as well as all of the ingredients that he's listing here. And, you know, play and experiment with it and see what works for you.
Cool. Before I get to the aromatics, I'm going to ask you to make the dressing, just so that it can sit together. And I think this is actually the most important part that really adds the flavor and the body. So that's a tablespoon of honey. We always want a little bit of sweetness.
Correct.
And then because it's a Thai-inspired sort of flavor profile, we've gone for some of the more Thai, Southeast Asian flavor.
I like that. So we're going to get like a burst of flavor coming through.
So that's a tablespoon of sesame oil. You immediately smell that like really nutty,
quite
aromatic
strong.
smell.
Yes, it's nice.
A tablespoon of fish sauce.
Great. Fish sauce is good.
Incredible dynamic to this flavor profile. And then it's easy to remember. So it's a tablespoon of honey, tablespoon of sesame oil, tablespoon of fish sauce, and then 2 tablespoons of soya sauce.
I mean, listen, without the soya sauce, are you even taking it to Asia at all? I doubt it. So you want to make sure that you do have that one, and it really does add a nice dimension.
Absolutely. And then because we're using KRUSH, I mean, we're going with vegetarian and lots of vitamin C, really healthy ingredients. Orange juice, so you can add 2 tablespoons of orange juice into that little mixture as well.
And I know you will be tempted to add a bit more than that. Try and make sure that you've got the right kind of balance in terms of all of your ingredients. Yes.
Cool. So while that's marrying nicely, we have spring onion, integral to every like Asian recipe, really nice sort of acidity to our dish. And then the aromatics. So coriander and mint. Very nice.
Yep.
It's about just a handful of each.
Okay.
Just nicely washed and chopped.
In.
Goes in. I'm going to save just a tiny bit so we can sprinkle it over the top to make it look nice.
Then in goes our sort of like final touch, which would be the nuts if you were looking to get that done.
So what I would do
goes in,
dress the whole salad. You know, take a nice tongue, toss it up. You get this beautiful color,
Yeah.
freshness. Nothing needs to be cooked. It's completely vegetarian. Dish that into a serving dish.
Yeah.
Top it with these peanuts.
Yeah.
A little bit of fresh coriander that's over the top, and you have a beautiful
Look
dish.
at the final product, looks absolutely amazing, and you can get it too. ExpressoShow.com, and without a doubt, you will get that 100% tasty, refreshing goodness in every sip of your KRUSH. Yes, a good dose of vitamins A, C, and E, and it's the best way to enjoy this meal. Give it that refreshing zagginess. See you just now. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, bring the family. 100%. Your cousin's coming over. Get the KRUSH and I'll get the ice. The whole family?
More KRUSH, Mom? 100% refreshing, 100% goodness.
Made with love by Clover.